This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Regina League.
Good morning, Kimber. How are you?
I am good. Thank you so much. It's so good to see you, Regina.
Yes, I am so excited to be speaking with you today. Everyone, this is Kimber Flynn, and she is the CEO and founder of Indiblu Creative. And I'm super excited as well because she is a South Charlotte business gal like me. And first of all, welcome and tell me what you do.
My company is a digital branding and marketing company. We're over 22 years old and based here in Charlotte.
Wow. So are you from the area?
I actually am. I grew up in Spartanburg, but went to Winthrop and have always just kind of, moved up here after graduation, and my entire family moved up here as well. So we're natives now.
For 22 years, you've had this business. You're the founder, CEO. Tell me your journey. Like, how did you get into this? And what exactly do you do? And who do you do it for?
Yeah, for sure. I've always loved design. I've always loved typography, working with fonts and colors and things like that. So, I studied graphic design at Winthrop, and my first job out of college was with a branding agency, which was really exciting because I got to work with companies all over the world, naming products like the Pontiac Sunfire or Hershey Sweet Grapes. Yes. And developing logos for things like that. And so from that ad agency experience, I went on to work for a local large architectural and engineering firm. And I worked in business development and really loved doing proposals and presentations. And then I worked at Queen's University for a while and was their design director. So from there, I really developed a love of working with educational clients, higher ed, nonprofits, really just companies where I could make a difference. Was, kind of when I stepped out and created Indiblu Creative, working with people from, top ad agencies who might be on sabbatical or who are moms now who weren't working full time. I employed them and we created, virtual teams back when virtual teams weren't even a thing 22 years ago.
Oh my gosh. So for our listeners, tell me, who might be a good connection for you and the kind of businesses or people you can help.
Definitely. Well, I definitely have a passion for education and schools. Yeah. So I love working with colleges and doing alumni magazines and all kinds of things like that. It's just a passion of mine. I still work. I worked with Converse recently, excuse me, on a complete rebrand of their program. So that was fun because I've worked with that client for a very long time. Another client of mine, I like to do, long form is what it's called now, reports. So annual reports for nonprofits or for corporations. I do sustainability and ESG reports.
What is ESG? What does that mean?
Yeah, environmental, social, and governance reports, which is, it's a whole big thing now about regulations where it might have to become a law that, companies have to disclose what they're doing to further in their environmental goals, what they're doing in governance, and what they're doing for their employees, such as training, equality, diversity, and things like that. So some of my clients are Delta Airlines, Estee, Lauder, Expedia Group. So I do work with larger brands as well. But probably, like I said, I really enjoy working with even the local entrepreneur who is just trying to create their own business, their own brand, and, get that out into the world. I love helping to create that as well. So anything related to design and helping people market themselves, I guess.
Yeah, that has to be exciting, very fulfilling. And, you get to use your creative passion, obviously. And I can't even imagine. So a client you might work with them a short period of time, a long period of time. Tell me the process.
Yeah. Well, with entrepreneurs, it'd be a shorter time frame, obviously. But yeah, with these larger kind of clients and reports and marketing pieces, I can work 6 to 8 months at a time with them. And usually, it's yearly. So it's something that happens every year. I also enjoy doing presentations and interactive presentations. So that might be a one-off and helping somebody create maybe board education pieces about sustainability or about, educating their board with the college university about their new brand, their brand guide and things like that.
Yeah. What are some projects you're currently working on? You don't have to name the company, but what kind of
Yeah,
things?
I'm working with a really prominent golf company right now on their sustainability report, which is really exciting. And also working with a very large global company that's in 100 countries. I think they have 35,000 employees, if I'm not mistaken, but they do sell toothpaste. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, everybody uses toothpaste, so that's a good space to be
They have a
in.
lot of brands, but yeah, that's one of their things. But yeah, it's fun. And I'm also working with a hotel out of Las Vegas, which is a very large hotel as well. And that's kind of a really fun project. Mm-hmm.
That is super cool. So the name Indiblu Creative, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, that's kind of my background in my branding agency days coming through. It was my favorite color is indigo blue, and I was just kind of playing around with it, and so I kind of meshed those two words together. So it's Indiblu, and I have a thing for leaving letters off of names. So blue is just a U and no E. I had a cat named Ty, and so most people would think his name was Ty, but it was THAI, like Thai food. I like to play around with like unique kind of combinations. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to spell Indiblu for our listeners so they know how to find you. It's INDIBLU, Indiblu Creative. That's amazing. So when you're not doing all this, which sounds like a very, very big, busy world you live in, what do you do in your free time?
Well, I have a horse, so I love to ride horses and just be around animals in general. I have 2 rescue dogs. I love to kayak. I love, mountains, beach, but I just moved into a log cabin home, and that is a whole unique experience in itself. But I have an acre, and so I am growing dahlias. I've never grown anything, so we're going to try this. I really have a passion for beautiful, colorful flowers, and so we're going to try that.
How fun is that? So now that you're running your business, do you have like a team of people? Do you work solo?
Yeah,
Talk to me about the way the company's set up.
Yeah, I do have a team. We're all virtual, of course, in this day and age, but I have a team pretty much based across the country. And we also work internationally as well. And so I have consultants that help with reports and writing. I have, an editor. I have a full-time designer and a part-time designer. Also have a social media person. This year, we actually have 2 interns for the summer, and I'm so excited. I'm like loving.
Exciting. Yeah, you're giving back. Yeah, that's
I do. I love mentoring. I really do. That is one of my passions. And so, I was really excited. I have a social media intern and also a web intern this summer. And just like I said, it's so fulfilling, and I enjoy it so much.
Just curious, what are some of the misconceptions about your industry that this might be a good chance to kind of share some wisdom or, tell people what those might be to clear it up?
Yeah, I think, in the day and age of AI, I think that a lot of people think that, a software can do what I do, which is, I think, a huge misconception, especially as the younger generation is growing up. They think that, we can just go into a software program and pop out a design or a brand. But really to understand who you are, what makes you unique and what, positions you differently, and something that you can hang your hat on for, the next 20, 50 years. is not something that's going to come from a software. It's going to come from somebody who really understands you and the market and can create some unique identity or name or positioning for you, as well as, just that personal touch of just, having real people involved in photography and in social media and things like that. I just think right now, AI cannot replace the experience that designers that bring to the table. Because, for 4 years, I was taught a design eye, I guess is what they called it then. They're like, the most important thing that we're going to teach you is to know what good design is and what bad design is. And quite frankly, I never forgot that. And that is really the truth. A lot of schools don't teach that. And to be able to understand the unique nuances of fonts and, letting and way things communicate, even digitally versus print and things like that is, it's just something that, comes with experience. And I hope that never goes away. And I hope that we continue to utilize, designers, creative people in general, writers, I don't want to see AI take over our entire creative industry, I guess.
Yeah, it's a new world, isn't it?
Yeah, use it as a tool, but don't replace, that's kind of my thing. Mm-hmm.
Good point. Good point. Well, tell our listeners how they can reach you, contact you to learn more.
Yeah, for sure. Well, my email, you can reach me at Kimber, Kimber, at indiblucreative.com. And that's INDIBLU creative.com. You can also reach me by phone, and that is 704-516-0145. And my website, of course, is indiblucreative.com. So you can see some work up there as well. And I would look forward to having a conversation. And even if you just want to chat, I would welcome the opportunity.
Well, I can't wait to see you out in the community. We appreciate your time today, and thank you so, so much.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. I have really enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpsouthcharlotte.com. That's gnpsouthcharlotte.com or call 980-351-5719.